if you're watching today's podcast, special guest joining Hoody right now. Just want to say, hey,
You okay?
Oh.
sir,
Right.
excuse me. Welcome, your morning show leftover podcast. My name's
your
Intern
sound
John.
effect?
Yeah, we always had to do our own sound effects. Because listen, we used to have a budget for
Yeah.
sound effects, and then budget cuts, so we had to make. There was a point in time where we lost the budget for Getty Images, so I had Hoody recreate generic poses, and we used that for like 6 months on the website.
Well,
That's
we're
so
out of our
funny.
account already for the month. I mean, it's the last day of the month. So,
Okay, well, that's-
you need me
so-
to recreate anything
Well, yeah,
today.
we got to do it now. I need man on fire. I would just love to be like on my LinkedIn, be like, what do you do? I'm a Getty Images model. So if it's like distressed man, I'm like,
That would be awesome.
like the guy, the awkward dude who smiles, the old guy with the beard.
Good Lord, don't make that face
But
again.
that guy, like,
Oh, yeah.
that guy's
I
a
know what you're
model.
talking about.
That guy, he gets that's like his thing. Anyway, welcome to Left Our Podcast.
That's so funny.
Before we get into anything, Hoods, how long did you not have power for yesterday?
When I was present, like 4 hours. So, but total, my apartment didn't have power for 10 hours. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Hoods. I know y'all were really
Gosh.
excited about getting into this new apartment, but I've never heard worse luck, honestly.
Well, it's not the apartment per se. It was just our complex. Was just like, hey, we had to turn. So literally, it's funny because there's one section. Because
Yeah.
in apartments, like
Yeah.
everything's sectioned off
Right.
for the power. So it's literally
Yeah.
like if you walked 2 doors to your left, power on, lights are on the hallway. But from
That's
our place to
the
like 3
worst.
doors down, nothing was on.
Is
at
your
all.
section like haunted
so
or
annoying.
I think so.
something?
I
I'm
feel like it
serious.
is.
But so when you went back in, how hot was your place?
It wasn't hot at all.
Really?
Moore did a great job
Oh, that's good.
of because it started at 9 a.m. So like at 8, she turned the AC down super low,
Yeah.
and then by the time the
Okay.
power came back on, they said the temperature inside was 80 degrees, which
Oh,
was all right. I had the windows open and stuff, so
Yeah.
so it felt like
I mean,
outside.
it was rainy yesterday, so
yeah,
it wasn't too
so that really
terrible.
helped. So I literally just. Luckily, our second bedroom, where the big window is which where I hung out. It pours right into where the bathroom is, so I didn't have to go to the bathroom in the dark.
Look at that. Oh, that's a
That
nice
was
challenge.
lovely.
Did we let the fridge close and the freezer close? I'm assuming.
So,
yeah.
I just went out for lunch yesterday.
So wait. So what? How many stories is your complex?
4 floors. Yeah.
Okay, that's not as bad. Because it would suck if you like a 10 and you had to like take the stairs.
No, yeah. So like the elevators and the like all the doors were open because they're electronic. Ours are like door entry. Our specific door has a backup battery, so it was using the backup battery.
Ah, okay.
That's freaky.
Okay.
What if the backup battery dies?
Yeah. So if the world actually did end
Yeah,
like a
'cause
year ago.
those are for like real emergencies, like if there's
Yeah.
a hurricane or anything. But
Oh
you know,
my goodness.
Yeah, you gotta use a hand crank.
Yeah.
I used my first apartment that I moved to here was the 4th floor. Didn't have an elevator, and it wasn't like 4th floor where it's like one flight of stairs. It's like the double flight of stairs. It was like 8 flights. It was the biggest. Like you had to like plan like going up. Like if I was a grocery trip, how many bags can I carry? And when I would take Chewy out in the morning, he wouldn't go to the bathroom. I had to walk my ass back up. That was the most frustrating thing of like the whole thing. Although when I moved in my college
Oh,
dorm,
yeah.
I was on the
I can
16th
imagine.
floor and the power was out on moving day, so we had to take the stairs to the 16th
That
floor
sucks.
in the summer.
16
Uh-huh.
floors? No, thank you.
Oh my! He's obsessed with shadows. It's the oddest thing where he just
He gets like mad at them though.
Well, he's like ADD, so he just if you hear growling, he just like I don't know why.
his
but
growl
anyway.
too is
Oh.
so
No
just like
maintenance, no
dang.
Yeah, he just like he's a very he's just like. Hey, listen, this gonna look at it's like in Peter Pan, like he likes his shadows. So, Riley, what are you excited for this weekend?
I'm excited to just kind of hang out because we've been so busy with wedding tasting, cake tasting, all of the things. So I think I'm just going to do my best to chill, which doesn't usually happen. Lyric's got his second swimming lesson on Sunday.
Nice.
I'm hoping that he will get
Cute.
into it and actually swim and not just be the distraction in class.
What do you mean?
He's
Oh,
that kid.
no.
Last time it was like his first class, so he got a little grace there. You know, he was kind of
Sure.
kicking the water and distracting the other kids.
Yeah.
But I'm like, all right, it's your first time. Now it's like, okay, kid, you need to actually like try to go under the water. Because God bless the teacher from last week, but it was like, oh, you don't want to go under the water? Okay. Puts him back on the ledge. No,
Yeah.
plop that kid underwater
Just toss him.
and make him learn.
Yeah,
You know
just
what I
toss
mean?
him in there.
So I'm hoping that seriously, I'm not kidding. Like he's
I don't
going
think
to
she
learn.
wanted to traumatize him, though.
Ah,
First
no,
time
listen.
and
Here's
dunk
the
you
thing
under
that
the
frustrates
water.
me is that Marshall's cousin Mikey has the best pool or whatever, and when he's in that pool, he'll jump in because he's tall. He'll jump in without his floaties, no problem. So for some reason in this pool, he was like, "Oh, I'm going to act all delicate because there's other people around." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, I want him to learn."
Because he didn't get any attention at home because
Yeah.
you're a mean
Okay.
mommy.
I am a mean mommy.
Isn't that what he called
Oh,
you? Did he used to call you mean
wow.
mommy?
No, I used to call him a mean mommy.
Oh, okay.
I used to be like, "You're going to invoke mean mommy."
Yeah. You know who else was a distraction growing up? His Uncle IJ. That turned
you're-
out well.
Yeah.
Now I get paid to be a distraction. Think about that. So maybe the kid knows. Maybe the kid's onto something.
I just really want him to learn to swim because I
Yeah,
feel like
well-
it's going to make this summer a little bit more fun if he does.
Of course.
Yeah,
Look,
he'll get the hang of it.
Hills. All right. There. If you're watching today's podcast,
Exclusive.
special guest joining Hoodie right now. Just want to say, hey,
You okay?
Oh.
sir. Excuse me. Hey,
He's just so cute, though. You can't get
he's
mad
just
at
very.
it.
He's just very excited.
Ew.
Rose, what are you excited about this weekend?
Like Riley, we have nothing really planned this weekend. The only thing that has to get done is putting up our inflatable pool, and you can bet your ass
Yeah.
I'm going to be sitting in that all weekend.
It's pool
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely. That's
I'm so
clutch.
excited.
Absolutely. Hoods, what are you excited about this weekend?
I'm just excited just to have power, you know? I mean, it's really once,
Yeah.
once you
Mad at
lose,
that.
once you lose
Oh, it's the
something
little
and you get
things.
it back, you appreciate it, you know?
Are we taking that Star Wars cruise when it starts?
I mean, I want to.
Star
like,
Wars
did you hear
cruise?
About,
Wait,
so
what?
essentially, so it's the hotel that's like they're making it like a cruise
Yeah.
experience in this hotel. But they're adding a dinner show where like you see the rebels, the good guys, like win the day every day during dinner. I don't care if it costs me $5,000. I gotta go for this.
$5,000
but
though.
here's
Oh
the
my
problem with
God.
Star Wars. We're all fans of Star Wars. I would be afraid of that. That's like when you go to a radio convention. It's like, please don't be people here that give us a bad name. My fear of a Star Wars convention is there'd be like we're all big fans. We've seen every movie, and then there'd be like the dudes who think they're Jedis.
Yeah, that's
and like
annoying.
that would like ruin it for
Well,
everybody
this
else.
hotel, like, it does it all. You become a Jedi. You can get blaster
I'm
training.
so excited
like,
right now.
And I was
Awesome.
contemplating this. And I was like, you know what? My family, we might not do a cruise next time. We might just do this instead.
So is that at
Who
the
gets to decide that for the family?
Whoever's got the most money for the cruise.
Well, there's that.
Not
Okay.
me,
Wait,
that's for
so
sure.
it's not an actual boat, right? It's
No, so
is it at the Galaxy's Edge?
Yeah, so it's at a this is the new hotel they're building, Rose, at Disney World and Land, right?
I know Disney World. I'm
Yeah.
not sure about Disneyland.
I would assume probably Disneyland too, because they both have
Yeah.
the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much like you're going on a galactic cruise. So,
That's
like,
cool.
You get in.
Oh, okay.
Like one part of the building is like the port where you go
Yeah.
normally for a cruise to get your passport and all that stuff.
That's cool.
Then you get
Yeah.
in the hotel, and the cool thing is like they ward you off, so like you get put on a bus that's decorated to look like a ship, and you're taken
Yeah.
to like the back way of Galaxy's Edge, and you get to go in through like the back way, VIP.
For $5,000, you said it's $5,000. Yeah, for that,
I think that's a starting price for like.
that better include the lightsaber.
It includes like 3 people or something per. Like it's like
Okay.
a cabin for
Worth
a
it.
cruise. So I guess it makes sense.
could do a show trip.
When you put it all together like that, if you've got the money, I feel like it could be a really dope thing to do.
Exactly. Plus, you know, there'll be robots and droids. I mean, they're droids, but
Yeah.
I don't call them robots.
That's
for
why
everybody, you know?
iPhones won't work there. Am I right, guys?
I mean, I hope so.
It's a droid
I
joke.
need to take photos.
It's-
Yeah,
it's-
I
it's-
missed that. I missed
like,
that
it
one. I
was
was like,
an
wow.
Android joke.
Android.
And I
droid.
thank you.
Ba-dum-bum.
Gotcha.
And I thank you.
I was like, ooh.
Excited. Wedding this weekend. Eric got fresh undies. If you missed that discussion, you got to check out the podcast. Just search Your Morning Show. Make sure you
I
watch
wish I
today's
missed it.
podcast as well. You can see our special guest is hopping in. Go on Facebook. Just search Your Morning Show. You guys didn't do the watch. Come on, man. What are we doing
did
here? Come on now. And we will see you on Monday.